I'm back. Okay, we're going to do the second signature on my album. But first I want to show you I've also printed out my Garden of Dreams designs. They're much the same, different floral arrangements though, but much the same with beautiful flowers. And there's 20 in this pack as well. And I thought rather than duplicate the Garden of Reflections all through 8, I thought I would use both, duplicate both. So look at that one, isn't that gorgeous? The book. Sorry about the glare coming in the window, but there's absolutely nothing I can do about that. Isn't that gorgeous? Can you imagine a nice photo in there? I think I chose quite a good collection of flowers. That's nice, that one. Okay, and what I also have is these cut apart. That's an envelope, and this is what you'll get, this little envelope here. And each pack comes with 3 different envelopes. I've only printed out this one, I think. Plus, each pack also has 3 of these little corner pockets. Just put that out the way for a mo. I've got one already cut. And just fold them up, and they will go in whatever page you want them to. Okay, just pop them aside for the moment. Now I've decided on a waterfall. What I also did was I took one of those photos that have got the frame. This was inside somewhere, that way I think, it's inside. So I just took my little craft knife and roughly went around. Then with my small scissors I cut around here. Now I did this on the 200 GSM paper rather than the 300 or 280 because I am going to put the acetate backing on, and I thought that was thick enough. And actually this isn't acetate, this is I put a sheet of laminating through the machine, and it's as good as acetate. So that's going to go in there, and that will be a nice photo thing. Okay, I'll just put that aside. I've got so much put aside here. Okay, that's for that, so I'll just put that aside. Let's just look at what we've got for our pages. Page number 2, okay. Page number 1, again, we've got 11 3/4 almost. It's not quite 11 3/4, there's just a smidgen off from the A4 size, 11 16ths. That's the actual size of it. So this is the part that is going to fit in here. So my first score was at 3/8 of an inch, same as that one. and my second score was at 6 3/8, so that gives me a 6-inch. Yep, 6-inch, but I wouldn't cut my matting at 6-inch because of the width of the scoring. So my matting would be about 5 3/4. Let's just write that down. Mat 5 3/4 by 8. Okay, and for this one I chose this piece for the backing. And these are my waterfalls. I cut these on my scissors, my little scissors machine, but if you don't have that, and you can probably just do without that and cut them oblong. I've got 5 5/8 by 4, almost 4 5/8. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 16ths. 4 9/16ths, not including that. And then I've scored at 1/2 inch. So I've made 4 of them, and I've just covered. Again, I cut that out with my scissors, and I had the die for it, but you don't need it, it's not necessary. So I've got 4 of them, and this one I put a magnet inside, and again I cut this from my scissors, and I have to do another one for that side, and that's my magnet. So, and this part will go underneath that. So the first thing to put on will be the tab, and then I will build my waterfall up from that. Okay, so that's that. And then we're just putting a mat on this side, which is 5 1/8 by 8, and let's just make sure 5 1/8. Yep, just a plain mat there, I think. So when I scored this and folded, this one folds up to the front, but this one allows this to fold to the back, so that folds to the back. So we've got our waterfall here, and on this side we're going to put another piece to come to the front, and this piece is 6 3/8 by 8 1/4, and I scored at 3/8 of an inch on the right side, and then another 1/8 of an inch after that. So 3/8 and then 1/2 inch, and that's, be very careful with folding that. Make sure you've got that little 1/8 space there. Let's see, there we go. So that's going to get glued in there, and that is the first thing we're actually going to do. Oh, and I notched the corners, just took a little mitre out of them. So with this facing me here, this is going there, so I'm going to fold this flap with just up to the first score line, and that's where I'm going to put my glue. Don't put glue on that little 1/8 of an inch gully thing. Oops. We don't want it on there. Okay. Right up to the edge. Right up to the edge, and make sure we are straight with the top and bottom. Open that up, score this piece. So once we've got our waterfall in here, this folds up and it gives us plenty of room for our waterfall and our photos. Okay, there's one, and that is number 2, and this is number 3. And what was I going to put on number 3? Oh, this is where I'm going to put this, but I'm going to divide it into 3 pieces. So what to do first? Let's do this one first. So we'll just flatten that out. And this I've trimmed to this to 5 and not quite 1/8 and not quite 1/16, sort of in the middle. So probably 3/32 of an inch. Or if you don't want to be so pedantic, just 5 1/8. And the length is 8 1/4. Okay, so I had this idea. Do I need that? No, I don't need that. I need this. Okay, I am going to cut this at 3 inches. And this is my bottom. I'm going to cut this at 3 inches. Yeah, 3 inches. And that's going to go there. And then I'm going to cut my second one at 3 inches again, perhaps. Maybe 3 1/2. No, I'll go 3 inches again. Oh, that's 2 inches. 3 inches again. No, I'm going to make this one 2 1/2. Just decide yourself on what you want, because I want that almost complete. Is that what I want? Yeah. Okay. Okay, now this is my layout. So what I want to do with this is a thin line of glue. Thin line of glue down the side, across the bottom, and up the other side. Let's just grab this, and I'm going to tuck that in there, just hopefully to stretch that just a wee bit. and the middle piece. So we're basically putting it back together, but we are leaving. This one gets, again, glue on the sides, across the bottom. And down that side. And we're going to leave just a little 1/8 of an inch there. Let's go in with this, just stretch it just a little. And the top one I need to trim. So we will trim that to there. As you can see, nothing is planned beforehand really. Well, not much at all actually. Okay, so this one gets the glue all over. Okay, match it up there and there. Okay, we want that one to be flat. Okay, so now we've got a pocket and a pocket. So I'm going to delineate that. Oh, there's a big word. It just came out of my mouth. With some lace. A pretty little trim. So just a scraping of glue right across there for about 1/4 of an inch. And then we pop our trim right to the top. Right to the top of that paper. Not over it, you don't want it to get caught in your photograph. Oops, are we getting blunt here? Okay, that needs to come down a little. Do that again. That's better. So we're going to wait until that's dry before we mess any more with it. And then this one. Oh, look, we're a little bit crooked there. Try not to get it over the lip of that paper. There we go, that's good. And I will be making photo mats for these two sections. just want to stretch that just that little bit. Actually stretching the paper just a tad. And there, that's that one done. I can just, for the moment, pop that envelope in there. And let's just pop this in here, just for show at the moment. Yes! Looks good. It works well. It works well. Okay. Now let's go to page 1, which is our waterfall. Yeah. So here's our waterfall, and the one that's got the magnet has got to be on the top. So that'll be up first. I still have to cut another one, but I will do that off camera. So I really probably should measure, but I'm just going to eyeball this, and I'm going up just a 1/16 of an inch up from the bottom. Actually, let's just be a bit more canny, alright? Let's just be a bit more, because that's got to go with that magnet. So that makes sense, doesn't it? To go with the magnet. And that is going to go there, there and there. The magnet is good. So we are in the right spot, just up there. We're in the right place. That's good, side to side. Yep. So yeah, a little bit of proper measuring is good. Now I'm going to use double-sided tape around this one. Actually, because we've got something coming off this, I'm going to use the sheets of double-sided. So I've got some scraps here, because I want absolutely positively secure to the page. And we'll just trim that bit off. And where do we add some more? Add some more tape onto this one. Pokey tool, where are you? So I'm just going to lift this a little bit. While I add some double-sided tape, 1/2 inch to there. Now I know I've got that overhang, that's easy to see. A little bit up here needs to go, and that's all we've got. Okay, let's remove this. Yep, remove this one. Ow! Pokey. And I'll remove this one as well. Oh, make sure there's no blood coming there. Okay, a little bit of glue here to give us some wiggle room. You don't get much wiggle room because that stuff is sticky. Okay, I just want to make sure that we are in the right place. 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch. Hopefully we are in the right zone. Looking good. Which is so pretty, this one. I like the lace around it. No, you don't do that. Don't. Okay, let's start with the one on top, and that is going to go there. So, make sure we're straight. I've got a little bit more over there. So very, very carefully to pick this up. Right. I want to put a little mark somewhere, but let's go down a tad. Put a little pencil mark there and there. So that's where we are going to put, just over that pencil mark, so you can't see it. Yep. I can still see it. Fractionally. You know, as far as erasers go, I'd have more joy with a squashed up piece of bread. Do you remember having to do that? Okay. And I think I will print out another one of these and trim enough to fit so that the photo follows on. Which one should we put next? Let's put the blue one. It's going there. Now I haven't mitered these corners because, like I said, I am going to put a strip on, and it'll go right through the edge. Okay, let's just see. Looks pretty good actually. I think I'm actually moving a little. Oh no, we are straight on. Minuscule discrepancies don't bother me. And that has to go there. Whoa, 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 whoa. There. Yep. Looks pretty good. And the last one. And I'm not putting any pretty paper on the other side. It's not necessary. Can if that's the way you do things. I normally do, but I'm not going to this time. Oh. Well, is our magnet not strong enough? There you are. There you are. Yep. Okay. That's lovely. I am a little concerned that the magnet is not strong enough. But what we are going to do now, let's see if I can find my, oops, my distress ink, and I've got gathered twigs, and I've got my little camera. And you can put photos here as well, but I'm not going to mar it just in case the person who receives this doesn't want to put photos on the pretty papers. Okay, so here is just going to be or is it going to be this one? Still needs some trimming. So it'd be nice to have a background on it. I think what would be even nicer if I did the same on the outside as I did on the inside. Let's look at that. Let's just look at that. Okay, I've started doing this. We're just going around. I'm not great at this, but need to snip that little bit off. There you go. Rid of some rubbish. Okay. We're going to do something nice in the corner. This one maybe. That one's too fancy. Is that one? This one, I think. Because we don't want the photograph, when you slip it in, to get caught on anything. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Probably will have to cut. No, it should be okay. But we are going to put something behind. Let's choose one. Let's choose one. Pretty paper. Okay, I took a little break and quickly put together these two striped papers to add to the range because I needed a plain-ish background. So I'm thinking that one, go behind there, knit really nicely, or the green one, and I'm going to go for the peach or apricot. Okay, now I'm placing this, I've noticed we are okay on that side, but here we've got some overhang, so I am going to be cutting a fair bit off this. Let's see. How to cut and still be I'm going to cut that one off. So I could probably cut some of this off. And let's cut that one off. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut quite a few of these leaf pieces off. So we'll go around the rows there. I'm going to do it on both sides. So we take that off. And I am going to leave that little flower, I think. Perhaps not. I have to cut that off. That's given us a bit more room. Yeah. So over here, let's cut these leaves off. I'm going to keep that little flower. And that little leaf, I think I can keep them. Okie doke. Now, I'm going to put our acetate on. Let's just mark where we want it. I only want it there. Let's go with that. I'm going to use a permanent marker. Give myself some markings here. Okay, so we'll trim that. And let's hope I haven't cut it too small. Excuse me. No, that's good. What's top? What's the bottom? That is bottom. So that's the top. Okay, I'm just going to put a little couple of marks there. May as well go all the way. This is just so that I know where I'm going to put my glue. And then we'll pop it back in there. Okay. Just grab my sellotape if I can find it. There we are. It's regular sellotape. That's the bottom, or is that the which is which? This is the bottom. This is the top. Okay. Still got a little bit of greenery on that rose that I'm going to snip away. Okay. Okay, this piece of sellotape it's so fine, it's not going to impede putting a photograph behind. Whereas if I hadn't put that, the acetate would have impeded a photograph. Isn't that just gorgeous? Okay, we have to put our, what is that? We have to put our backing sheet in first before we do that. So let's just make some marks where we want to cut. There and here. This is lovely, absolutely lovely, beautiful green. Okay. Nice. We can try it before we go any further. Aha. We're a little off short there, a little off there. Let's just take some of that leaf off. I'm trimming these leaves a bit more. So I've taken the white away from it for the most part. And that's going to work out really nicely. I love it. It's just beautiful. Okay, tape on the back. And let's go with this. Yeah, let's go with this. Okay, now let's put this in. Got to be very careful. I'm going to take a little bit more off here. Get rid of more of that white. Whoops, I keep wanting to put my hand through that hole. I'm just going to take a little bit off those rose petals. Okay, I think we're good. I think we are good. Yeah. Okay, so I am putting glue down here. Edge. There. And across the bottom there. I'm closing that up. And then we are going up this edge here. Just to there. Oh, maybe there. Oops. Okay, now let's place it. Does that look straight? Not so much. That's better. Oh, perfect. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, that worked out really well. I really like that. Oh, not worried. You're a worry. I'll put a piece of paper in there with a place photo in. And that goes there. We got this one for, we need photo mats. Awesome. Now we need my ruler. Okay. For the matting for this one, we need 5 and looks like 5 and 9/16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 11. 5 and 11/16. It's funny how it gets to so accurate. And 8 inches by 8. Okay, so what should we put on there? Let's go with some of these new ones. Oh, these are not new ones. Where are the new ones? Here we are. Fan them. And what have we got? We've got greens, apricot greens. I'm leaning towards that one. Couldn't tell you why, it just said, pick me, pick me. So we've got to trim this. Now notice I'm going with measurements and not just eyeballing and marking, so we'll see how it goes. What did I say? 5 and 11/16. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Shit, 11. 16. 14. So there, 11. No, there. And you see why I don't like doing it this way? 5 and 11/16 by 8 inches. I'm going to take a little bit off the bottom. If this doesn't work, I'm going to go back to the tried and true eyeball and mark. Oh well, it did well. Good on you. Oops. Off all our excess overhangs. I know I've got a couple. Here's one. That's it. Make sure we get our corners, a bit around the edges, because my tape didn't reach the edge. And just push that in, it looks good. Nearly messed up. Okay. Back and front. I'm so not happy with you. Okay. Measure 5 1/8 by 8, and this one is going to be 5 3/4. 5 3/4 by 8. I'm thinking we might have some lilac in there. 2 lilacs? No. Oh. lilac and tulips. Let's have a look at that. I kind of like them to meld together nicely. So we go with that one. I'll go with that one. And this one. So, which to go which to go which? I think we'll trim this one to fit that, and we'll keep this one whole. This one just needs a bit of trim on the bottom, I think, or a little bit on the top as well. Okay, this needs to be 5 1/8, so we need to take off, we need to take off an inch, I think. 1/8. That's a 3/4 inch. So let's take off I'm just guessing here. I'm just guessing. I'm better off eyeballing and marking than doing this, because this is just not, doesn't give you all the measurements you need. We've got 5 1/8. No, we are going to lose a little bit more. Going to lose a bit more here as well. Gee willikers. Trying to make them reasonably even. Oh, that was just a smidge. You need a bit more of that off. Let's take a 16th off here. That's a bit more than 16th. That should be it now. 5 1/8. Yeah. By 8. So we need to manipulate this as well. Take that off. And let's see. And that off. That looks okay. Goodness. This one just needs some top and tailing. We're just going to take 1/8 of an inch off the bottom and 1/8 of an inch off the top. It's much easier for me if I eyeball and mark, truly. Okay. This one fits well. Not quite, it still needs, and it's not quite straight. This one is pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, that looks straight to me, I think. put this one on first, and actually I'm going to use some what is that? I don't know where I've put it. Where are you, damn it? Well then, I've lost my sticky sheets, you know, the double-sided sticky sheets. Where have you put them? Well, who knows? On this desk, who knows? Seriously. Oh, maybe they're in here. That would be the sensible place. Put them away properly. No, they're not there. Well, that's just crazy, isn't it? Happens to me all the time, though. Happens all the time. I lose stuff. Anywho, we'll just get back to this. Three strips is enough. If you're using glue as well, which I always do. The way that one goes. loaded page in. I'm actually going to put this double-sided tape on, the half-inch one, almost to the score line, but not quite. I know it's going to overhang, but don't worry. There's a method to my madness, excuse me. So I'm taking the backing off. Now see all that overhang? I'm going to pull that in. Pull that over and in. And then we are going to load it with glue. And I have to stand up for this. You can see, I'll put it right up against, whoops, right up against the previous page. But before I think about pushing it, I'm just going to make sure that we are straight. And we are. Burnish that really, really well. Okay, that's that one. No. I'm wondering if I should have put a magnet there. Nope. That's fine. That's beautiful. Okay, that's page 2. And I think that's enough for this video. Taken up enough of your time. Besides, I haven't even designed page signature 3 yet. 3, 4, 5, so I've got 3 more to go. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it so far and you will come back for more. I'm really enjoying this. Really, really am enjoying this one. Maybe because it's my own papers. I don't know. Okay, thank you for being here, and I hope you'll come back. And if you like it, please click like. I would really like my YouTube channel to grow a little bit more. It would be nice. Okay, everyone, keep well and stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.